Hello, my name is Adam at HIPAA Vault, and today I'm going to be walking you through the HIPAA WordPress from sign up to sign in. So we start on the HIPAAVault.com webpage for HIPAA-Compliant WordPress, and we're going to choose a plan. So let's scroll down to where we can pick a plan. There's a bunch of plans here. We're going to go for the purposes of this demonstration with the Essentials plan. We'll click Start 30-day free trial. This will move us to the checkout page. We'll fill out our billing info. And from there, we will be asked for the WordPress hosting information. We're going to select whether we're building a new WordPress site from scratch or whether we're securing an existing WordPress site. So you select those options there. And then whether we want to use a subdomain from HIPAA Vault or we have an existing domain. If you already have an existing domain, then you can put it in there. If you have an existing website, then you most likely will have an existing domain. So fill that information out for us. From there, you will receive a couple of emails. First of all, you receive a billing email just confirming that your WordPress trial has started. You will also receive a thank you for your recent HIPAA WordPress order email. This just explains a little bit of what I'm going through here. It typically takes 2 to 3 business days. You place your order at the weekend, then it might be until Monday when we start working on this. And it also gives you an option if you didn't fill out the info on the WordPress hosting questionnaire page, you can go ahead and it'll link you to a Google form where you can give us that info. Sometimes if you're signing up and your developer knows the info, then you can share the link with your developer and they can fill it out. Yeah, so the next step is you're going to receive an email that prompts you to, where is it here? It's going to prompt you to sign the sales and business associate agreement. So you're going to click Start Signing. And this is the business associate agreement. Commonly asked question. Obviously, this is fairly straightforward. You fill out your company info and address and telephone number. If you don't have a fax, just put NA. Another commonly asked question is, what do you put in for offering? Well, if you're a therapist, you can put in therapist. If you're a specialist of some sort in healthcare, you can put in that specialty there. It's just for the BAA to know what type of service you're providing. So this is the BAA. It's a fairly standard HHS template. And then the other agreement in here is a sales agreement where you're prompted again to put in your company info and details. The term is going to be auto-filled based on whatever you signed up for. So if you went for the month-to-month plan, it'll be month-to-month. If you signed up for the annual plan, it'll be 12 months. And then the rate will be in there. So once you're happy with that, you'll click sign and then agree and continue. And from there, we will take the info that you've provided and we'll get started in building the WordPress environment. Now, depending on whether you chose, if we go back here, depending on whether you chose building a new WordPress site or migrating an existing WordPress site, the email that you get from us next is going to be slightly different. So I'll show you both options on that. So if you clicked on building a new WordPress site from the ground up, the email will look like something like this. So after a day or two, we'll reach out to you, support@HIPAAVault.com. We'll send you an email. Check your spam as well if you haven't received it. It'll say your new HIPAA WordPress deployment's ready. It'll tell you what the temporary domain is that we set it up at. We set it up at a temporary domain to start, just so that you can check, and build the website first. And then from there, you can, publish it to your main domain if you have one. It'll also mention that any users should receive a separate email with a link to set their initial password. And then from there, they will be able to log into the WordPress site, and it looks like something like this. We'll touch on that a little bit more. The second option is if you filled in migrating a website. And so the email you will get for that looks more like this. It'll say, hello, welcome to WordPress. Please use the following upload link and password to provide us with your website files and database dump for the site. So you'll click on this. It's basically a secure upload folder. You'll put in the password and then you'll upload the site files and database to us. At any point, if you're confused or you need assistance, just reach out to us, support@HIPAA-Vault.com. We have 24/7 support, telephone, desk, a support ticket, or even go to HIPAA-Vault.com and open up a chat. We'd be happy to help you. But yeah, essentially what we need is the site files and the database in order to migrate the site. So this is for the migration option. Once you've gotten the login information, you're going to take that and log into WordPress, and you're going to see the WordPress admin dashboard. So it looks like any other WordPress admin dashboard hosted elsewhere, except this one is hosted securely by HIPAA Vault. So you're going to have access to all the features that you would elsewhere. You're going to be able to create new pages, upload content, images, etc., install plugins, add users, all that good stuff. And there's also going to be a couple of plugins that we install by default to secure WordPress. I won't go into those right now because they can change at any moment based on what the latest security settings require. One other thing to note is on the Essentials plan, once the site is ready to go live and it's published, the plugins and user menu will be disabled for the users because we handle plugins on live sites because it can be very risky if a plugin is installed that has a vulnerability. So if you need a plugin installed after your site goes live, when you're on the Essentials plan, then you would reach out to our 24/7 support team and we'd be happy to assist you with that. On the starter plan and above, you would have full access and admin permissions by default. So that's the key difference there between Essentials and starter and above plans. So that's it for this demonstration, HIPAA WordPress from sign up to sign in. I hope it's been helpful. Happy developing.